Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be looking into a story that broke yesterday. Valentine Lowe has updated his courtier's book, and in it contains a few little gems, but the one I want to focus on today is the fact that he is saying Catherine, Princess of Wales, had a lot to do with the statement that was issued after the Oprah interview. Those immortal line, that immortal line, recollections may vary, seems to have come with Catherine's approval, and she really insisted on having it in, according to Valentine Lowe, at least, who has got very good sources, because nobody sued him yet. So we are going to have a look into how Catherine feels about this statement being out there for the public. We're going to have a look in how Meghan feels about it, and then how Harry feels about it. So we're going to start off with Catherine and see what's behind the story, how she feels about it, and everything like that. I have got a couple of fans on today, so I don't know how the noise is going to be. Apologies for any background humming. It's just warm. We don't have aircon in the UK. We do have an aircon unit, actually. We do, but it's in a different room. It's only just one room. Houses are not built for heat, man. Let's have a look and see where we are with Catherine. How's Catherine feeling today? What was behind all of this story? Let's have a look. Seven of Cups. She didn't want to be gaslit. She knew they were gaslighting. She knew it. Instantly, oh my God. Yeah. Stabbed in the back, stabbed in the front. I don't think Catherine had any doubt how far they would go. In fact, I feel like Catherine and William were very clued on to what was the games that were at foot. And they kind of tried to warn, I'm guessing, Charles, well, I think Camilla might have known, but Charles, not so much. I think he had a fairly good idea by the sign of himself, put it that way. And she knew they were going to stab them in front of the world, and she knew they were going to make up lies and be malicious. Page of Coins. Okay, interesting. And what drives it? Interesting, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. You see, the thing with Catherine is she's very much everything Meghan wants to be. She's got the adoration of the public. She's always praised for her fashion. She's quite well liked in royal circles. I mean, I think Princess Anne's the most popular royal, and William and Catherine, or either second or third. I can't remember which. If it's William second, Catherine third, I can't remember which way around it is. But it's just showing that she is. I've said this about Catherine. You never underestimate Capricorn. Repent at your leisure. And of course, this is the Earth sign as well. With the Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, it's that very accomplished, together, generous but wealthy vibe, and she's got it in spades. The Page of Pentacles, what's known about the situation? She just thinks this is all about them making coin, and thought it was all about them making coin. Let's have a look and see what else we've got around this. Okay, the Four of Swords in reverse and the Judgment card. She knew that people were trying to, and Meghan and Harry were going to kind of pull this. She's quite intuitive, but she's very practical. I don't think she's kind of like the same belief in soothsaying as and tarot reading and everything else like that as maybe me and you have. But I do think she has got an antenna, and I do think she knows how to read a room very well. And she knew what was coming. She didn't want to be harshly judged. She didn't think it was... This is very interesting. The Empress in reverse. What is on her mind? She found... I think this story may be triggering her back to everything that happened, because she really feels that Harry and Meghan were very unnurturing, very cruel, difficult, harsh. The Empress in reverse is this cruelty for no reason. It's the opposite of mothering and being warm to someone and loving. It's just... And the King of Wands, she's expecting gibberish. I feel a lot of gibberish, and people trying to stir things up. They know who the adjutants are. And to be honest with you, my respect for William grew even more the other day, because I don't know how I missed this tidbit, but William, it was reported in one of the papers, and I think this is going back a while, from Ahmed Scabies' own admission, William tried to get him removed from the Royal Roller. She's worried about people appropriating things that are not theirs. And I think this ties in with the memory of Queen Elizabeth's passing, with the Four of Swords in reverse there. I think she's very protective. I wonder what this Four of Swords... It can mean there is a celebration. Okay. Four of Swords in reverse. I'm wondering if this is something about inheritance. I wonder if there's a death coming up. I think this could well be inheritance as well, though. Because I have no real, apart from the Empress in reverse, of like being unnecessarily cruel, what's on her mind? She thinks they are being unnecessarily cruel. She thinks they're being hostile and unforgiving and unbalanced. And the Three of Cups there is some celebrations. So I feel like there's going to be more come out about interactions that happened between Prince Philip's and Queen Elizabeth's funeral, around the time of the funeral as well. I feel like we might be getting this from Ahmed Scabies. They're going to try and say Catherine did something there. But Catherine is not going to come out of it bad, because we have a celebratory. Now, this is in the next 3 to 6 months. And I know Scooby's book's out in November. Just in time for Christmas. Can you imagine getting that as part of a Christmas box? Oh my God. I mean, I'm not one to be ungrateful, but that would be straight on the fire. My goodness. Right, let's see how Meghan feels about this story. the Star in reverse. So we're going into this energy that King Charles, his new way of doing things, his new way of balancing things out, this more kind of frozen out. So I feel like she's going to be saying that they are freezing them out and ceasing contact and getting rid of them and putting further barriers there on purpose. Six of Cups, childhood crossing over. So that'll be the link. The main problem she has is she wants to rehabilitate her image. And she doesn't like the fact that her story has been rebuffed. So I feel like she's taking this extremely personally. The Six of Cups crossing over, there's stuff to do with childhood and nostalgia, everything. They think the one card that they have in the bank is this whole Princess Diana, Prince Harry. And I mean, that is a tragedy, but it was also a tragedy for William. It was a tragedy for the Spencer family. It was a tragedy for all of Diana's friends. It was a tragedy for the royal family. It wasn't just, he's part of the story. He's not the whole story, but they want to make themselves the whole story. Ten of Cups in the past. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. This girl is into woo-woo. And she's not a girl, woman. Middle-aged woman is into woo-woo. Which, you know, she is... with the Ten of Cups leaving, very much this veneer of happiness, this wanting to be holier than thou. And then when they get a rebuttal from Valentine Lowe's book, and they will twist it and manipulate it to whatever suits their needs. And this is what we are getting with the High Priestess and the Magician. It very much feels to me like they are dabbling, and I've said this for a while, and we know it's stuff's come out, but they are dabbling. I think Meghan is more casual dabbler than maybe some of the people around her, but she is dabbling in the occult. We have the world underneath, and we have the Queen of Wands above. She wants the attention. She's fine. This is kind of played into their hands in a way. I mean, it's great for us, but she's like, oh, finally a bit of luck. Why is she going to do this? We'll find out. We'll have a look into Harry's cards as well. Maybe we can get a better read. So she's going to turn around and say stuff about Catherine and try and bring things together more. There are some secrets. There is energy. She's trying to kind of manipulate how she is seen. So she kind of feels like they're getting iced out, and she's kind of trying to figure out where she stands. But a bit of luck, she feels like she feels almost like it's playing to their hands. However, she doesn't want any more frustration. She doesn't want any more coming after her and attacking her every move. She doesn't want to feel stuck in a cycle of getting battered anymore. However, she's got the Page of Swords in reverse there coming up, and she's going to come across towards the end of the year, towards the start of 2024. She's going to come across as seeing him in bitter, jealous, catty, and gossipy and picky, and yeah, it's not going to go overly well for her. She's not going to come across very well at all with that. Okay, so let's have a look and see. What Harry thinks. He's like, yeah. I think he feels very separate from his family. And he's feeling very stabbed in the back and very upset about all of this. But he's blaming the family, and there is a difficulty. There's a lot of frustrations and arguing. I feel like these two people, burden lifted. Okay. He's quite angry about it. The sun in reverse, leaving the situation. I think he was riding too much on the fact that, well, we know he's riding too much that he was Diana's son, and he acts like was the only son. He is blaming the royal family for this story. He is blaming, I don't know, he's blaming one of them. I can't see a character here. So usually we get more, but maybe he's blaming all of them. Maybe he's just like saying, well, it's just who they are. I feel like with the Two of Cups crossing over, he's definitely, what's pressuring him is his relationship. It's something that is bothering him at the minute, very much so, with the Two of Cups in reverse. It's definitely a troubling time for him. I feel like he has difficulties keeping with the different demands and mood swings and things that have been happening with Meghan. And he's just feels stabbed in the back. And he feels like, yeah, feeling quite sorry for himself, to be honest. The Five of Wands underneath is he's sick of all of that kind of fractious energy. And I wonder if there's stuff like happening at home with him where it's just very draining. 10 of Wands in reverse. He feels like there's a burden being lifted. And then we have the Magician underneath and the Four of Wands there. Ace of Wands, he wants to start having a bit of a fight. And the Five of Cups, he can't see what he's got. He's focused so much on things that went wrong. He doesn't see the wealth of what he's got. He's feeling quite sorry for himself. The Ace of Wands in reverse there, he's frustrated and angry. The King of Swords is interesting to me because he's looking for some kind of legal outs with this. He very much got legality on his brain, such as it is. Then he's feeling quite smug about something. Quite happy, bit of a party. maybe a bit too much partying. Interesting. I think with the King of Swords, though, I think he's definitely seeking legal advice. About this story. He's not very happy about it. No. I wonder if there's more stuff coming out from then, because Meghan has that magician from the Queen's funeral, between the Queen's funeral and when Prince Philip died as well. So that time frame, I wonder if there's more stuff going to come out then, because that was after the Oprah interview, before the 10 of Wands in reverse and the magician. Looks, I think Catherine's still quite in mourning in a way, still feels it, whereas I don't think Harry and Meghan are at all. At least I never get that sense of it. But it is going to be an interesting rest of the year, I feel. I do still feel that Harry and Meghan are going to do something stupid. Quite soon. So yeah, so watch out for that. But yeah, that's what I see out of the cards. I feel like Catherine just knew completely. And Harry and Meghan, well, Meghan's just worried about how this makes her look, and Harry's feeling all offended by it all. So nothing new, but it's always best to check with the cards. All right, guys, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for all your support with the channel. Like, share, subscribe, and all that YouTube stuff. And I shall see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.